The final battle, Godzilla and Kong versus MechaGodzilla. Before the final battle, we need to understand exactly why this battle played out the way it did. Before this fight, Maya Simmons and her crew managed to extract an energy sample from the Hollow Earth. This energy signature is the power source of all of the Titans. Therefore, it is possible that the Neuralink breach that happened between Ren Serizawa, Ghidorah, and MechaGodzilla was caused by this new energy signature, which allowed Ghidorah's brain to take over and take 100% control of MechaGodzilla. Being powered by the source of kaiju energy, MechaGodzilla was now at 100% power. Godzilla has finally found the culprit. Enraged once again, Godzilla charges through a barrage of missile fire from MechaGodzilla. Keep in mind that this mecha was now piloted by this guy. Yep, this is Ghidorah's left severed head, who now returns for a rematch against Godzilla, but now suited up with an arsenal of anti-Godzilla weaponry. Armed with jet propulsion and strong limbs, the new energy signature powers up each attack, which deals heavy blows to Godzilla. We know that the G-Man's durability is significantly greater than the rest of the other Titans. But this time, the mechanized giant drains Godzilla's vitality with each consecutive blow. Meanwhile, Nathan Lind is seen reviving Kong by using the surviving heave as a defibrillator. This craft can apparently light up Las Vegas with a single energy charge, making it the perfect tool to revive Kong. We return to Godzilla and Mecha-G, who both fire their atomic rays. Remember that this weapon was built to outperform Godzilla in every aspect. And now that this is powered by the new energy signature, Godzilla gets bested once again. Interestingly, we see that the wound inflicted earlier by Kong seems to be healing already, evidence that Godzilla does indeed have some regenerative properties. Kong is now revived thanks to the heave's charge and musters up the strength to help Godzilla face the mecha, who he now acknowledges as the real enemy. Kong now has to adjust his dislocated shoulder, which is accomplished by slamming into a building and rotating his shoulder joint backwards. Meanwhile, MechaGodzilla is seen to be having a field day with the G-Man, flinging him from one end to another and literally mopping Hong Kong with Godzilla. MechaGodzilla will now attempt to finish the real Godzilla with the Kiss of Death. This combat finisher is seen in the Monsterverse, where the winning Titan decapitates the opponent with its blast. As Godzilla is about to get executed, Kong appears from behind the mech and saves Godzilla. It is now when the mech will make use of another weapon, its scythed tail. Apart from dealing deadly blows, this weapon can turn into a razor-sharp spinning scythe capable of drilling into any Titan's armor. Godzilla and Kong, who now acknowledge each other as allies, use their melee prowess to try to take down MechaGodzilla. But the mech still proves too strong. Something special will be needed to take down this Titan killer. Kong spots the axe laying on nearby rubble, while Godzilla keeps getting lit up by the mech. As Godzilla is about to get drilled into by the mech's tail, Kong now deploys the battle axe, which temporarily becomes useful against the mech, but still is not enough. Before moving on to the end, we first need to understand how this mechanized Titan is now controlled. The mech is still controlled remotely via a psionic signal from Ghidorah's brain transmitted through a satellite. If the signal is critically interrupted by, let's say, liquor poured into the control circuits, this mech would suffer temporary glitches that would prevent it from fighting for a few seconds, which is precisely what happened here. Remember when Godzilla accidentally charged up this weapon earlier? The G-Man will now do this with purpose. Seeing this, Kong immediately inflicts a plethora of deadly blows to the mech. First blow to the edge of the tail, second blow to the left arm, third blow to the right arm, fourth blow to the center, fifth blow to the right leg, and finally a heavy blow to the upper neck. Kong will now immediately finish MechaGodzilla by ripping its head off, making it lose control of its entire body, power supply, and its satellite link. This welcomes MechaGodzilla to the Monsterverse's Decapitation Hall of Shame, including the Muto, Ghidorah's heads, the Warbat, and now the Mecha. Both Godzilla and Kong's health and energy levels are now low, Kong's being the lowest. In the end, Godzilla and Kong square off one last time. But this time, Godzilla aims his attention at the axe, which is now lit up in parallel to the nearby Godzilla's energy levels. Kong drops his weapon as a sign to show Godzilla he's no longer going to engage in combat. This pattern in lowering weapons or standing down now appears frequently in the MonsterVerse. At Castle Bravo in 2019, for instance, we saw how the turrets were shut down to show Godzilla they were not a threat. In GVK, the fleet was shut down to appease Godzilla, and now Kong drops his weapon to show that he is not threatening him. This now instigates a mutual respect between the Titans, acknowledging each other with respect. A first for Godzilla. The title of this film promised us that one will fall, and the one who fell was, in a way, MechaGodzilla. But not completely. Remember that this mech was controlled remotely, meaning that both Ghidorah's skull and brain are still intact. So in theory, this episode of MechaGodzilla could happen again. The world of the MonsterVerse has stepped into a new age. It is now even larger thanks to the discovery of the Hollow Earth. It is now more advanced. Humanity is no longer a pushover, and will from now on press on its journey to rise again to the top of the food chain. Do you think that we will get another MonsterVerse film in the future? What are some aspects of this battle that you can bring up? Make sure to tell us in the comments. This film has brought up tons of content to talk about, so make sure you don't miss any of it by subscribing to Goji Center and following us on Instagram.
Alright, I am finally caught up on these. So, if it wasn't for Kong, Godzilla would have died. And in the end, they respected each other and they went their separate ways. Excuse me. So, my favorite battle would have to be the aircraft carrier battle and the Hong Kong. But my all-time favorite battle of the movie would have to be the Hong Kong battle. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you guys on the first day of summer. So, bye-bye.